OQ, a global integrated energy group, recorded earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation and amortization amounting to $3,441 million for the first half of 2022. These figures represented an increase of 110% in comparison with the first half of 2021. On the other hand, the group recorded net profits of $2,131 million. Additionally, the assets of the group increased to $31,633 million. OQ achieved an average total production of oil of its operating assets and investments partnership of more than 218,000 barrels per day. This represents 12.6% of Oman's total oil production. OQ oil production in the first half of this year was 33% higher as compared to the production recorded during the same period last year. The production of Block 60 also increased to 53 million barrels of oil equivalent in the first half of 2022, compared to 24 million barrels during the first half of 2021. The availability ratio of OQ's gas network during the first half of 2022 was 100%. OQ's production of natural gas reached 494 million cubic feet per day, including 28 million cubic feet from the group's operating assets. The production of OQ's partnership assets hit 466 million cubic feet of gas per day. In the refineries and petrochemicals sector, OQ achieved an average refineries production of 268,000 barrels per day in the first half of the year, while OQ's polymer production hit about 589,000 metric tons. The group's methanol production recorded about 565,000 metric tons, while aromatic plant produced 577,000 metric tons. Finally, OQ's LPG's production was 125,000 metric tons, while OQ's chemical production was 904,000 metric tons. OQ's total expenditure allocated to the in-country value added during the first half of 2022 amounted to about $785.5 million, with an increase of 70.9% compared to the expenditure recorded during the same period of 2021, which amounted to about $459.46 million. This demonstrates the group's belief in the importance of supporting the local communities by enabling the development efforts. OQ has allocated $532 million to local goods and services. The expenditures allocated for small and medium enterprises (SMEs) reached $185 million. OQ's spending on products made in Oman amounted to about $68.5 million. It's worth noting that OQ's social investment projects during the first half of 2022 amounted to about $3,067,000, in line with the group's commitment to contribute to social development efforts by maximizing the positive impacts of its operations.